live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Hey, hey, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, 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 we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line. Hey.
All right, so what's going on in Japan?
Too much.
Like, what's
I'm
going
gonna
on
need
in
all
Japan?
this to just go away.
Well, when you think
When
about
Coco Golf got COVID, I was like, enough.
Yeah.
oh yeah, when I saw that she had to withdraw, I was like, yeah, nah, it's time for us to just end this. Cancel it.
Yeah. Cancel it.
Just cancel it.
Why
Because
y'all gotta be?
what you don't want to happen if one of like these athletes from one of these countries like ended up, I didn't want to say it like that, but yeah, if they die,
that's it.
like it's going to be a whole international event.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? And it's best to just go ahead and cut your losses. And I understand because Japan, spent a lot of money on making sure that the games went on. But at this point, you kind of got to cut your losses. Like, is that money worth the amount of people who could really perish because of this disease?
And how about we just, the Olympic Committee, they make the decisions anyway. Just give them another shot sooner than they would have had if it wasn't for this. You know what I mean?
Right.
You've already built so don't wait until things are broken down that they've put together. But this is crazy. This is crazy.
How many years in advance do they pick like the next Olympic host city country?
It's way, like at least two Olympics is, I can't even say that word.
Olympics
at least
out.
8 years out, probably longer than that.
Okay.
Maybe 12 years before.
12
I'm trying to think when did we got 96? When did we know?
Oh, wait. Oh, 96
was it like
89?
Yeah, before. I think 2 Olympics prior.
Yeah, it was like
so you put your bid in too before. Okay.
88, something like, yeah. So
because you have more than 4, you probably have 8 years to prepare than 4. Right. I would think, but I don't know.
That makes sense because it's a large investment. Like, and some of that
it is infrastructure, all that.
Absolutely. And you know what? And just encourage people to go there and spend money when it's safe.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you can use that stuff for different. I'm just saying, people's lives. Human capital is much more important than money at this point. And I feel like that's, you all are driving and pushing this because it's about money and just disregarding the human people who are like the whole men's South African soccer team is in quarantine.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
And then we talking about this Delta variant.
Right. And that's what I'm more worried about. I'm worried about the Delta variant because
y'all getting this Delta variant and I watched a doctor talk about how the original COVID that came in February of 2020 was there's a term they use, but I don't know it. So I'm just gonna say if you were infected, you could infect 2 people.
Okay.
Oh, like the transmission rate.
And so they use some technical ROI or something like that. But anyway, so you could transmit it to 2 people with the original, but this variant 6.
Oh wow.
6 people just off of you being sick. So that's highly contagious. And I'm good. That's why Kevin, that's why people was like, I'm good, I ain't going. Y'all go ahead.
The basketball players are pulling out.
The basketball players like, I'm good.
And they should.
Even that important.
They should. I mean, I felt like folks should have boycotted the Olympics a while ago. You know what I'm saying? When we heard the stuff about the swimmers and the swim caps.
Well, that whole thing with the whole black woman thing. Anyway,
we talked about this a couple weeks ago.
This conversation. It was a whole black woman thing. The swimmer, Simone Biles, Sha'Carri Richardson. Like, I'm gonna just need y'all to just go sit down for real. Yeah. Oh yeah, just go sit down. It's okay.
And as a country, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
As a country, we should have just said enough. Yeah, because you got to think, you bringing people from all different places across the world together, and they got to be. They said that they are housing two people to a space, and the only other person that person who is rooming with you can be around is their coach. But that coach then is in everybody's space.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not.
So what is the sense of that?
There's no way to like restrict it.
It's just stupid. Just go home. Go home.
The coach is gonna be the outbreak monkey.
He gonna be the outbreak monkey. That's it. Yeah, he's exactly stupid. So either way.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because of money they're gonna keep going with it. And like this is one of the most densely populated cities in the world. More densely populated than New York, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Somebody
is.
check my facts.
No, I'm sure that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that's true.
So it just really doesn't make sense.
At all. So I need y'all to stop acting foolish and go and let these people go home.
Right.
Everybody go home. Everybody say bye-bye.
Yeah.
Say bye-bye.
All right, so this next story though, like I would have to tell, or I would have to ask this German soccer player to forgive my ignorance, because when I saw the story pop up on the ticker about the German soccer team walking off the field because their teammate Jordan,
good luck saying that name, boo.
Jordan Turanarga. I ain't gonna get it. Turanarga was racially abused by a player from the other team, the Honduras team.
Team.
I was like, what type of racist like thing could they say? You know what I'm saying? And obviously, like, just ignorance. But the fact that, and this is what I meant when I was like, the American team should have just pulled out.
Right.
The fact that all of his teammates was like, oh yeah, nah, we ain't doing this.
Coach, teammates, they was all
everybody
like,
walked off.
Oh, they're gonna keep her. Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. I mean, it's not like this was like a match that counted. This was kind of some kind of scrimmage, but still.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm kudos to them for standing up for him, standing up with him. You know what I mean? Because I would have probably been gone off the field. Right. If I wasn't just leaving on my own, they'd have been kicking me out for punching the person. So it just either way, I'd have been gone already. So yeah, but no, kudos to them for standing up for their teammate, because really, I'm in this space. You know, I'm so. Okay, I'm about to go on a rant for a minute, y'all. Just stay with me.
Go ahead. Take your time.
I am so sick of this whole racial construct, because at the end of the day, we are all human beings.
Yeah.
This was something that was made up to try to make one race feel better than another, or one race feel superior to others. And that is all this is. So this whole black-white thing, and how people around, because it started here, and people around the world have now adopted this mentality about people with dark skin, is just, it's disturbing.
Yeah.
And it's disgusting. And it gets on my nerves, because at the end of the day, if they skin all of us up, we'd all look the same.
Yeah.
And so I just need y'all to know everything inside is the same.
Yeah.
For sure.
Sorry.
No,
I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it.
And the thing is, with this whole critical race theory, issue going on, you see that we need education now more than ever. But for them to try to make a way to not teach this stuff in school is despicable. Like, I just saw that Texas really passed that. Like, they really did.
They banned it, yeah.
Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
If I'm a black teacher in Texas,
you do know why, for real though, right? You know why.
Oh no,
like,
tell
me
your
of all of this, we can't.
Oh, you mean white fragility?
Be held accountable
if we don't know.
If we can't be held accountable if we don't know. We can't be if we don't admit, then we're not wrong, right? Like if we just keep our play history going, then we get to continue on this path. I mean, ultimately, this pushback against critical race theory is because of white supremacy.
Oh yeah.
And you don't want anybody to tell the truth, because then that means I gotta face the truth. It's something I say to my clients, my patients all the time. If you can recognize it and acknowledge it, you can change it. So first of all, if I recognize it, then I'm accountable to have to acknowledge that it's true.
Right.
And then that means something might change. Oh.
Right. And let me take it a little further, right? Because I think with this, a lot of it is, well, I didn't do it. So
right. That was my ancestor.
My ancestors did it.
Right.
So one day I was in the club, and I believe, well, I won't say that because he's probably going to deny it, but I believe I was in the club with J-Boy. And we were having a good time. And I believe he kept either unintentionally bumping somebody, right? And so because he had a couple to drink, you know, when the situation turned into a heated situation, I went over and I was like, hey, listen, man, my boy, he didn't mean to step on your shoes or whatever happened.
Right.
Like, listen, my bad. We good. We gonna go over here, right? Now, obviously, I didn't step on anybody's shoes. I didn't bump into anybody, but I do understand that this my people's, and we got to be responsible for each other.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's so hard about the concept. Like, I really don't understand what's so hard about that. Like, obviously, you didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying?
Clearly, it's not you, right?
You are the beneficiary of what has been done.
Right. Yeah. And so are we.
Right.
Right.
Let's not leave that part out.
Yeah, no, right. And when I was saying beneficiary, I'm thinking of
beneficiary of it, but we are the recipients.
Right, yeah.
We are the recipients of it, right? Yeah. Yes.
And so you know, until this nation atones for its biggest sin, we are going to continue on this trajectory down as a nation.
Absolutely.
You know, and you're starting to see some of it. You're starting to see some of it. So, I mean, I know we didn't veered off.
Went off into something else. I know, but it is, yeah. But to his teammates, kudos.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
That's
Shout
awesome.
out to them. Because, you know, I love to see teams have each other's back like this.
Right. Yeah.
All
and
right.
the place that it's
ahead,
one of the top 20, one of the top 10 least racist countries in the world, believe it or not.
Honduras?
No, Germany.
Germany? I'm gonna keep myself to myself.
Well, I'm gonna say when it comes to us, clearly we know there's some issues, but I think when it comes to us, like they're one of the. I think the Netherlands is the number one least racist country.
Okay. Gotcha. I heard about that because you hear a lot of like hip hop artists going to the Netherlands.
Yeah.
To, like do shows and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. So we'll see, but thank you. All right, thank y'all. More people, please.
Now put the cameras on me, 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 put the cameras on me.